University has indefinitely suspended all Greek life at the university following the death of Pi Kappa Phi pledge Andrew Coffey. He died of a possible alcohol-related death early Friday morning. Now, in a separate case, Garrett Marcy, a Phi Delta Theta member, was arrested on a drug trafficking charge yesterday. The suspension means Greek students can no longer hold events for new members or chapter meetings. They're also banned from holding organized tailgates and socials. And there's also a ban on alcohol at student events. Joining me this morning is local attorney John Phillips with the law offices of John Phillips. John, good morning to you. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. You know, when we heard about Andrew Coffey's death, and the fact that he was a pledge, you know, that it could be alcohol related. I mean, it hits all of us as parents, and ours are young. Right. But this is something I worry about even now, and my son's only 13. Let's talk about the legal ramifications here. First of all, against the university, you know, is there enough here based on what you know, and I know that we need to know more, to sue the university for negligence in some way, shape, or form? I
think there absolutely is, at least to start the process of a lawsuit. You know, I went to Alabama, and it has one of the biggest Greek lives in the world, and so I kind of have some insight to some of the stuff that goes down, and the schools do know about it, and the Greeks are kind of the rowdier ones by tradition, and so you've got to regulate that. In Florida State, the question is, did they regulate it properly, or did they let these swaps and events happen where you know, rowdy things happen, and now it's led to a death?
Well, it's interesting, too, because as a defense attorney, as an example, too, I mean, what you're seeing here is that we know that this particular fraternity had been in trouble before within the last 5 years also. So those, no doubt, could be mitigating factors as you're going through this. Let's talk about the other students that may have been involved in providing alcohol or had been there when alcohol was consumed, assuming that what we're hearing is correct and that this was alcohol related. Could they face legal ramifications?
It's kind of ironic, because there was just one of those crime shows on TV that covered this very issue a couple weeks ago, and everybody was charged that was at the event where the person died. They actually, in the TV show, died for drowning, and nobody saved him, and they just left him alone. And it's where fiction follows truth, and anybody who provided alcohol, anybody who was there for a hazing ritual, I still can't stand the smell of Southern Comfort because of that being overforced on me, and it's tragic. There's so much more that we need to know: blood alcohol content, how it happened, and all of that, to jump to conclusions. But certainly there's liability on both the university from a civil side and the individuals from both a civil side and a criminal side.
Yeah, and you know, in a lot of these cases, it's not just an if, but a when, because we saw, for example, the student Timothy Piazza at Penn State several months ago, drinking too much, fell down a flight of stairs. His fraternity brothers are accused of picking him up, just sitting there, not calling 911 for 12 hours. He ended up dying, and now those fraternity brothers are filing a suit, which follows you around, particularly if they're convicted of something criminal. I mean, it lasts with them forever.
It'll last for you forever. And you know, the sad part is, in 22-year-olds are mature by societal standards, but they're not in relation to wisdom. And so you have 18 to 22-year-olds making all of these decisions, taking lives and putting them in jeopardy. And that's a real problem with kind of the fraternity atmosphere, especially when you bring in, this is the first time that they're at home, and they're away from home. There's alcohol involved, there's drugs involved, as we've seen. As I went to a home game with my 5-year-old a couple of weeks ago, I was like, well, maybe I need to send him to a more secure environment, because I just, you know, and I'm going to trust he's going to make wise decisions, but peer pressure is very real in that environment.
And that's the thing, it's the peer pressure. Even if you're creating a leader in your children when they're young, you don't really know what they're going to do when they're surrounded by 15, 20 people who are all maybe not making the best decisions, and it's that kind of camaraderie thing, and it is just tough. I think it's worth not only thinking about the legal ramifications, as John Phillips mentioned, but also, you know, the moral you know, decisions that we have to make as we send our children off and talk to them about these kinds of risks as well. John, thanks for being here. Do appreciate it.